Hey guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm happy to see you guys for another video. We have Kalina here as the model, and it is October, so Halloween makeup looks are a must. I was scrolling on Instagram and found a cute spiderweb eye makeup look, and I wanted to recreate that. So that's what we are doing. And before we get to anything, she just got off of work, so I want to make sure she has all of the oils from her day off her face before we apply makeup. And I'm using the Garnier Micellar water to do that. And then once I am done taking off the oils off her face, I'll go in with a toner to take off, the micellar water, so those oils aren't left on her face. And then once we're done cleaning off the face, I'll go in with this elf moisturizer. I really like this one. It works for a lot of skin types, and I did pair it up with the elf grip one as well, because I like the way they work together. Now it is time to do her brows. I'm using my CynfulAllure eyebrow pencil in ebony, and I'm sketching her brows out. Now that her brows are kind of filled in, I am gonna go with the Juvias Place number 7 concealer, and I'm going to carve out the bottom of her brows first, and then I'm going to evaluate the front of her brows because I want them to be a little bit more similar to the other brow. This front has more of a square and the other one is more slanted because of the shape of her hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and carve out the bottom real quick just to see really what's going on, because I feel like I am drawing in the same area, and before I start getting heavy handed and impatient, I'm just gonna go ahead and carve out the bottom of the eyebrow, assess really where it is, because I feel like I see where it is, but I'm obviously not getting it. So when I carve out the bottom of the brow, it really pops out, what can be changed. And that's what you see me doing here, actually going in where it needs to be filled in at. And then I'm taking my concealer Warm Beige from Too Faced, and I am highlighting her brow bone and brightening up her lids as well with this. And then I am going to take a small blending brush and pat that into the skin, and I am going to blend that all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm going to make sure I get up there by her eyebrow too, to make sure I blend the concealers together, both colors. Now that we have blended the bottom, I am going to carve out the top. I'm using the mix of two foundations, Juvia's Place 130 and also 100. It looks a little light on her forehead because there's some concealer mixed in with this, but that will be okay. Watch at the end how it all comes together. I promise. It looks great. Now I'm going to take my small concealer brush and blend in the foundation. Alright, now it is time to add some concealer under her eyes. Sorry, there is a plane. I live by an airport. But I am adding this concealer under her eyes. This is the Warm Beige concealer from Too Faced. And I do want a bright under eye, so it is going to be bright. This area right now is really bright. But once we put the foundation on it, mellow it down, get everything taken care of, it's going to look really good. But first I want to put this on because I am going to draw the spiders on top of it. And I am not the best line person. So I know I will make a few mistakes here and there. So I wanted to do this part first instead of, you know, doing the whole entire face, setting it with powders and everything, and I mess up. I didn't want to have that happen. So I did the concealer first. I didn't set it or anything because I knew I possibly will be making a mistake. Like, I don't do too many spider webs. So yes, I'm prepping. I want to make sure that it looks nice. So I'm prepping it, making sure that I do the concealer first. I'm blending it in by patting it into the skin. And then once I am done patting that all into the skin, I am going to take some of this white base. I am going to be using this like silver pigment, but the base of that pigment isn't that strong, so I'm not going to get a real silver effect. And mixed in with concealer, it can look just more like a dust. So I wanted to make sure that the lids were really white. So once we put that silver right on top of it, it's just going to look really bright and like a white silver. Now I'm taking Peaches and Cream Pigment in Moonlight, and I am adding that onto her lid. I am shaping out her lid, and then I'm going to fill it in. Now I'm taking my Kat Von D graphic liner in black, or I believe it's graphic black, and I'm using a paintbrush really to make lines. Um, I got these brushes off Amazon. I genuinely don't like them that much right now. I'm trying to find a set of liner brushes that I am in love with. There's only one liner brush that I genuinely like, and that is the Juvia Beauty number 16 brush, and her website is down, so I don't have a way of getting these brushes right now. If you do, let me know in the comments down below, because I need to reorder some of those brushes, and I don't know why I lose those brushes all the time, but I do. If you guys do have any recommendations on good eyeliner brushes, let me know. I really am looking for some good ones. But right now we are just creating the lines. I carved out the crease a little bit, about halfway, and I also left a small gap in between the eyeshadow and the liner. And then I'm gonna create some lines first, because I felt like I would need some type of map for these webs to come down. So I'm gonna draw the lines first, make sure that they're spaced out nicely, and then I'm gonna go in and make those curved lines. Before I make these lines at the bottom, I am going to fill in her waterline with black, and then I'm going in with a dark brown and a light brown eyeshadow, and I am going to smoke her lower lash line. She has these beautiful gray lashes in. I'm sorry, not lashes, but contacts. And I love smoky eyes, especially brown ones against gray. It just looks so pretty. So I'm like, let me add a cute little smoky eye. So you see me adding some black down here, making sure that the smoky eye is nice and dark. And then after that, you'll see me going with a little pink fluffy brush right here, and I am blending that out with the light and dark brown on it. So I'm gonna take the dark brown first, go ahead and go in with that, and then I'll go in with the light brown, which you see right here, and I'm going to just like buff it out so it has a nice blend at the bottom. And then I am going to go back in with my graphic liner and a liner brush, and I'm going to add the lines on the bottom of the face. Unfortunately, y'all, my camera, um I don't know if it died or the memory card. I was having technical difficulties the entire time with my camera, so in a minute it is going to clip out, but I am just going to go back over the lines, making sure they're nice and long and everything before I go in with the curves. Now it's time to create the loops in the inside of the spider web, and this right here was really the hardest part because my brushes are really thick, so it didn't help me too much neither. But what really did help me was starting from one end and swooping it down about halfway and then going to the other end and finishing it off. I felt like I got better swoops that way. You'll see me practicing that on this first one and the second one. If I didn't do it like that, the line felt like it was going to get thicker if I just try to do it all in one swoop, so I did have to break it up. And then we're gonna go in with a second row of swoops to give the web a little bit more volume. Okay, the second line was a little too wobbly and thick for me, so I went in with a little bit of micellar water on a Q-tip and I cleaned the edges up, and then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more concealer and I am going to like kind of shape it out a little better and blend the concealer on down, so when it's time for me to add the foundation, it will blend. And now we are adding the foundation. I am using those two Juvia Places 130 and 100. I mixed them together and I am taking them on a flat foundation brush and I'm blending that onto her skin. I'm going to do it on the bottom of her face. I'm going to do the middle of her nose. And I'm also going to do her forehead as well. This one you are going to have to trust the process because I have to get a smaller brush and start blending in between everything. So trust the process. Let it all blend together. Now I'm taking Juvia's Place Cream Contour in Espresso and I'm lightly applying that around her nose. I don't want her contour to be too strong, but I do want you to see the difference. And then I'm going to go back in with that warm beige color and I am going to bring out the middle of her forehead and her nose bridge. And I'm also going to apply that on her chin to bring her chin out, give her face some more definition, and also on top of her lip as well, just to bring that out as well. Now I'm going to set her face. I'm using the Huda Beauty baking powder in cinnamon bun and I am applying that with the same foundation brush. When you apply it like this, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it melts into the skin a different way. It gives it more of a skin-like texture instead of that plastic Barbie finish. And that's kind of what I'm going for here. I want it to be like skin. I'm not doing heavy contour. I am going to use some powder contour and powder blush after this, but nothing too much. I really like the skin, how it's giving. So we're just gonna add little definition here and there, because when you use powder, it kind of brightens the face up a little bit and you lose some of that definition. So I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Toasted Bronzer, and then I'm gonna take CynfulAllure's blush in Impatiens, and I'm gonna add that on top. And it's just a really nice, soft, subtle definition with the skin. I think it looks really good with this skin-like texture. Now it's time to add the sparkle. I'm adding black diamonds all over this web. My glue was drying up here. This is the last one. We are all sold out. I am thankful that everybody loves the lash glue as much as I do. This one was hanging on for dear life, but in the meantime, until my shipment comes in, we'll be having to use the duo glue because that's second best. But I did use bigger diamonds on the inner edges of the web, and on the outer edges I used the smaller ones. I don't have any clips of me finishing all of the diamonds. You're going to see that it's going to jump right here. Both of my batteries died during this look, and in order for me to really get more footage, I had to put it on charge, finish the diamonds, and once I finished the diamonds, I had enough charge to finish the look. So we are applying black liner to her lip line, and this is the same one that I used in her waterline. I really want to do that pale inside lip with the black lip liner and like a shimmery silver lip and hella glossy. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna try it out a bit. So first, I know for a fact I want a black lip liner. I'm obsessed with black lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and line her lips with the black. And this is me testing it out on her lip. I added this Maybelline pale lipstick. It's like a pinky pale nude lipstick, and I'm applying it with a small blending brush so it gives me like soft edges quicker. And and then I'll go back on top with the black, and we gonna peep how that look. And I think I really like how that looks. She like it too. You see it here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She like it. I like it. We gonna go with it. Now I'm gonna really go in with it, adding that all onto her lips and on the edges of her lipstick as well. I want to blend out the edges real quick. Don't you love it when the makeup girlies know what they're doing? So when you go ahead and start getting your next step prepared, they're already blending their lips together, and you come back around and I'm like, oh my god, I don't have to do this step. I love when the girlies do that. She blended it out really good. So now we're gonna add some gloss on top, and I am using the MAC clear gloss and Peaches and Cream Starlight Pigment. And at this moment, I'm getting frustrated with the blending brush and the lip gloss because it was so sticky. And I'm going to try the Erin Parson trick where she said apply it with your finger and also apply a lot on your finger, and it's going to give you that glass look. So I'm trusting the process right now. I'm going to start blending it out with my finger as well, because I do see what she's talking about. It is giving a glass kind of vibe. Then we're going to get these bottom lashes covered. I am using Essence Princess Lash. This is the waterproof one. I am in love with this brush. It separates the lashes and also thickens them and blackens them at the same time. Really love it, and it's affordable. Now for the last step, we are setting her face with Morphe's Continuous Setting Spray, and we're going to dry her down with a little fan. And this is the completed look, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you made it this far, thank you, Kalina, for coming out and spending your time and allowing me to do my art on you. If you guys did like this video, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys will start seeing here that my technical difficulties with not having enough glue are popping up. Ugh. But my glue will be back in stock soon, so keep a lookout for that. I will let you guys know. And until next time, bye.